I'm not allowed on that side, actually.
Hey, what's up?
So
these guys they're not allowed to be in public?
They're allowed to be public there, but you see what they're doing right now?
if people
Sitting?
if we were
They're
to
blocking the sidewalk.
you can be complaining right now, bro. Get
Nobody's
back to your
blocking
fucking
yet.
car.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's blocking
I
the
ain't fucking
sidewalk.
moving. Go talk to him. You have no right. You have no need to talk to his ass. He ain't in charge of us.
We'll move.
He ain't in charge of us.
Baby, we'll move. Let's move. Come on.
You guys badge numbers?
Yeah, my badge number is 550. Alex, we've had better relations the last couple of times we spoke. I don't know why you're upset. We've talked about this. It's all the mess and everything that's left on the sidewalk.
Okay, there's no current mess right now, and people.
But I'm saying
people
that
walking by would have complained. So meaning you're not here on.
Do you want me to show you the ordinance?
You're not here on a call. You're here on a personal.
I'm here because we're
vendetta.
driving by.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we
You
do.
did not
We
get called
patrol.
here, which means you keep driving by, bro.
No,
Because
that's not
you're
part
not
of
doing anything fucking legal other than smoking fucking weed. 2,
You're blocking the sidewalk.
yeah, and no people are complaining. You weren't called here. You're scaring a personal vendetta, bro.
It's not a personal vendetta.
It sure fucking seems like it. Don't fucking lie to me.
How many times have I
Don't
been
lie
here?
a liar. Don't
I've
talk to
never
my
arrested
wife,
you.
homeboy. Don't talk to my wife without my permission.
So they're not allowed to be in public? Is that what he's saying?
No, that's not what I said, sir. Sir, what I said was that he's on a public sidewalk and he's obstructing it. You can videotape and see how much they're occupying the sidewalk.
You know whose building he's in front of?
No, I don't. It doesn't really matter because that's private property.
It's your
This is
governor's
public.
building.
It doesn't matter.
It's your
That's
governor's
private
broken
property.
down
This-
shit stack
That's private
of a
property.
building that nobody takes care of.
This is
There's
the
nobody
city
to call and complain here.
No,
There's nobody to call and complain on this block.
I'm
Why would you
videotaping.
bother
You
him?
guys can request a videotape for this. This is being videotaped the whole time.
yeah, legally. No, I am.
There's nobody. This block is empty.
Any more falsity you want to, falsify?
I don't know, man. It seems like they should have the right to be on the sidewalk.
And if they ain't gonna arrest me, then you wouldn't go picture arrest me.
I'm asking you to move because you're obstructing the sidewalk.
Yeah, but what about the homeless Bill of Rights?
What about it? Show it to me. I don't even know.
I'll give it to you. I'll get it right now. I'll get it for you right now. The homeless Bill of Rights. Oh.
I assume you have a handicap placard.
Yeah.
Do you have a handicap
I do.
placard? Is it displayed?
It's in a mess in there.
Is it displayed?
I wasn't parking. The only
Is
reason
your
I
car
shut-
parked?
No, my car wasn't. I was stopped here to
I'm
talk
not
to
going to
them.
give you a ticket, but you want to question me on my job.
Right.
You're illegally parked right now.
I wasn't parking. I was stopping to help
Is
these
your car
guys when you
registered?
interrupted, sir.
Is it registered and insured?
Yeah, you can go check it.
Okay, I will.
Here
if you
is
wanna
the
go down
Bill
to
of Rights that you wanted to know. Though. Here you
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna. It's very dirty. I don't want to touch that.
Well, there's the rights.
Do you have?
They had to rewrite
Fine.
this
Do
for
you,
you guys.
sir. It's okay. Do you have a handicap
They lose
placard?
their jobs and their big ass pensions. That's why
Like
they
I
can't
said,
work. Do you have any-
I'm in my vehicle. I'm not parked,
Your vehicle's not even running.
but I'm
You're parked.
at my vehicle. I haven't left my vehicle yet.
You are parked. You were walking and videotaping the whole time. You were
Yeah,
not
standing
in your
at my vehicle.
You were not in your vehicle. So
I'm
you
still
want to
at my
question?
vehicle.
Wait. I want to.
Do you want to give me a ticket? Write me a ticket,
No.
sir.
You want to question
Please write me the
about my
ticket.
job when you're illegally
Please write me
parked?
the ticket. Please write me the ticket.
I don't even want.
Please write me the ticket. But
don't
I
even
do
want
want to know why
I want to know why
they don't have rights.
Do you have your ID on you?
I don't.
You don't have an ID. Okay. All right. So do you have a license?
Am I being detained?
Do you have a license?
Am I being detained?
Well, is your car parked here?
No. All right, so I'll be on my way then, right?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Did I tell you you're free to leave at this point?
I asked if I was being detained.
Right now, because you're telling me you don't have a license, and now you're going to get
Am I
in the
being
Do
detained?
you have a license?
Am I being detained?
Do you have a license?
What's this? What crime do you suspect me of, sir?
Well, in a minute, driving without a license.
You suspect me of driving without a license?
Right now, you're parked in a handicapped parking spot with no handicap plaque.
I wasn't parked until I pulled
Is
up.
your vehicle off?
I turned
Is your vehicle
to
off?
record you, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
your vehicle is off. You were outside of your car
Okay.
before I even got here.
No, I was in my car when you
Okay.
pulled up, and I turned on the camera in my car.
Okay.
I stopped. The only reason I got out of my car is because you're harassing them.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
That's not true. You're not free to leave. Step out of the car.
Okay.
You are being detained. Step out of the car.
The only reason is because you're harassing them.
No, because you want to question me on my
Okay,
job.
no
I'm
problem.
dealing with them, and now you're
No
driving
problem.
your car.
I think-
Do you have your license? Do you have a license?
What am I being suspected of?
Do you have a license?
What crime do you
Okay.
suspect me
Do
of?
you want to drive away? I pull you over and you're driving without a license?
Okay, then do that.
Okay. So do you have a license?
Do you suspect me of a crime, sir?
Yeah,
Am
right
I
now
being
you're parked
suspected of a
illegally.
crime?
Well, oh, that's okay. Move the car over, and I just run this plate, see if this car registered.
So are you going to read their rights that you're violating right now?
I'm not violating anybody's
This
rights.
is
They're
this.
on a city sidewalk.
This was what they
They're
wrote
on a
it. That's
city
why they wrote
sidewalk.
this.
They are
That's
on a
why they
city
wrote this.
sidewalk. Okay.
That's what they wrote this for.
Okay.
For them
So
to
we'll
be
deal
able to
with
be
you,
put.
and then we'll deal with them.
All right,
when
no
we're
problem.
done. Okay.
So now you're doing this in retaliation. That's what you said, right?
Like,
Those
no,
were your
I'm
words.
handling you because I'm dealing with
Because you said that you're retaliating. You said you're doing this in retaliation. Your officer clearly said he's doing this in retaliation, sir. He said the only reason he's doing this because I bothered him.
That's not what I said. My camera's been on this whole time. You can make up all your lies you want.
That's fine.
Do you have your ID?
Am I suspected of a crime?
I need your ID. I got to see if this is your vehicle.
Am I suspected of a crime?
Right now, yes, you're illegally parked.
Okay, give it a ticket and I'll leave.
Okay, I got to see if your car's not registered. I can't give you a ticket for it. I'd have to tow the vehicle.
That's fine.
Okay. I don't want to have
do
to
what
tow
you
your
have to
vehicle.
do. Unless you suspect me of a crime, I'd like to be on my way, sir. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Is your car registered?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
Is your car?
Can I be on my way?
Is your car
Do you
registered?
suspect me of a crime?
Is your car registered?
Are you extorting me for my identification store?
Sense.
Are you extorting me for my? Are you telling me I cannot go free? You don't suspect me of a crime and I can't go free
Right
unless I give you my ID?
You
don't suspect me of a crime.
Operating that vehicle. I've asked
You
you to
tell
produce
me-
a license. You haven't done that. I've asked you to produce your registration.
Can you
haven't
stop
done
screaming,
that.
please?
No, I have to talk over you because you're talking to me like an idiot this whole time. So explain something to me. Explain something to me. Do you have a registration? Do you have a license? I'm asking you for those two things. Do you have a registration?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
Do you have a registration?
What crime are you investigating?
This is actually, okay. How about the tail
What
light?
crime are you investigating? Yeah. It still works.
All right, listen.
What
Your
crime are
car-
you investigating?
Well, we're making.
Okay, so I'm a
You
good
can't
citizen.
talk. You're asking me
So
a
I'm a
question.
good
I can't
citizen,
even
huh?
answer it. Do you want me to answer your question
Oh,
or
so
not?
I'm a good citizen now?
I don't know who you are because you haven't identified yourself.
Well, you're treating me like a terrorist.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Tell people they can't sit on the floor in
They
fucking
have
America.
nothing to do with you. You're just making my job difficult because you feel that you're entitled to do that.
No,
Whatever.
bro, this is the Bill of Rights right here. This is the Bill of Rights right here. They had to rewrite this in the fucking state for you guys to understand this is a violation of their rights.
Okay. They are on a public sidewalk.
And in America,
They are making
they're in the
arrests.
freest country in the fucking world, and you're harassing them.
Very good. Do you have a handicap placard?
Are you detaining me?
If you don't want to get a ticket for parking in a handicap spot, I would suggest that you move your vehicle.
No problem.
That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. Because I could issue you a ticket. Is it active? Is it registered to him?
I don't know who it is.
Well, what is who's it registered? Yes. Matthew.
Oh, you know me, huh? Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen you before. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I used to work at the courthouse. I've seen you come in there before. No big deal.
Oh, yeah.
I got
No
no
big
problem
deal.
with you.
Yeah.
So, would you like a card?
Are you a nice guy?
That's your opinion. I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Well, you know the oath you took, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing right now, sir?
My job. You're
This is
illegally
not your
parked.
job.
They shouldn't be sitting here making a mess. Yeah.
There's no mess, dude.
Well, my
Dude, that's
kids-
everything they own. They're sitting
You
here
also
with
don't
it.
know how many interactions we've had with them when there's human feces and urine on the ground over here. You don't know that because you haven't been with us every single
Did you
time.
pick it up?
You haven't been with us every single time.
No.
But what I'm asking you,
I don't know
Matthew,
that.
right?
You're
Matthew?
right. I don't know. I don't see it. You're right. I don't live here. You're right.
Said you're being nice about it, telling us
He's
to
being-
move.
I got
He's being nice
really
about
no
it.
issues with you guys because I've had a lot of interactions with you, and I understand he was in a little bit of a bad mood today. But like we normally are pretty good. I was trying to explain that to you, and then he
Give it until
interjected.
tomorrow. I should be in a better mood.
Yeah, I know that, and I know you're up and down with that. And I'm not telling you you can't be outside. I'm telling you that we've talked about.
You just can't sit still.
That's all.
You just can't sit still.
Back alley, that's what
Right,
we're gonna
and I know that you told me before that you were friendly with them, but apparently something must have happened.
Well, if we have to go on there from now, because I'm not moving all this shit to Alabama, because I don't have a
The
gun.
problem is, the only problem I have, Alex, is that you can't like obstruct the sidewalk with a
No,
bunch
no,
of
no,
stuff.
I get that. That's not what I'm saying.
That's all.
I'm way past
Alright.
that.
So,
I don't know, man. I think your ego is blocking more of the sidewalk than
What
this
I'm saying
guy.
is, if I go
I
over
think you're
there,
annoying.
there's a certain time where I have to be back off there before they get in tomorrow.
Okay. Now, you were telling me, so are we good? You guys were good?
Oh, no, we're good. Give me a minute. My back is a little
Thank you,
fucked up.
Alex.
So,
I forgot your name.
Megan.
Megan, thank you. Matthew, now that I've addressed them, okay,
I'm out. What
would
are
you
talking
like
about?
to move your illegally parked car? Would you like me to issue you a ticket?
I would not prefer a ticket. I can't
I'll
afford
tell you
those.
what, since you don't think I'm a nice guy,
I didn't
I'm
say.
I'm gonna be a
I
nice
didn't
guy,
say I don't
and
think
I'm
you're a
gonna
nice
tell you
guy.
why. Because I'm a big
You
guy.
haven't hit me with a stick.
Nope.
You haven't tried to.
Nope, I'm not
None
doing
of that.
I can tell you something, Matthew.
I
I'm a
can
big
think of
dog
way
lover.
other things that you could have said.
I'm a big dog lover.
Yeah.
So
blame it on the dog.
So,
Oh man.
so we're gonna let it slide, right?
Oh, it's because of my
I don't want
dog.
to tow you. I don't want to tow your car or anything like that. So we're good, right,
It's
Matthew?
because of my dog.
Is that
Yeah.
the same dog you've had like 7 years ago?
12 years. She's 11 now.
Thank you, Alex. I
She's
wanna tell you
11
something.
now.
Can I share a story with you?
Yeah.
All right. I was a sheriff
Yeah.
when you came to court. I think you had an issue with maybe it was Ripta or something. Was it Ripta? I don't know if you could speak on it.
After litigations, I'm no longer able to speak on
No problem.
that matter.
But you brought your dog into the courtroom that time, and they made a big deal or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Listen, I've met that dog before. If that's the same
Oh,
dog,
it is,
I met
yeah.
that dog. I got no issues with you or the dog or anything
Yeah.
at all. What I got issues with is actually my favorite show. But all right, listen, what I got issues with is this. It's very simple. I get what you're trying to do, and I get what you do.
Yeah.
I got no problems with that. Listen, I walk around with a camera on. Just like you videotape it, I'm videotaping
Yeah.
it. But I want to share something with you. So our job is complex. It's not a one day thing, right? You don't know how many times that I've interacted with these two sitting here when there's human feces on the ground, urine on the ground. Last week we had a felony assault right here.
You're here to serve and protect.
So, and that's what I'm trying to do.
That's not helping them.
Okay. So what I'm
You're
trying
not
to tell you is
helping
when
them.
I'm talking to them with nothing to do with you
You're
and
not
you
helping
interjected,
them.
that's not helping either. Because you really had no business
Where is
to
he
help.
going to go?
And just so you know, your
What
car
if he-
was parked here
what if-
prior to me even getting out of my car.
What if he gets up and where he goes causes problems because where he was, nobody gave a fuck?
People do care. That's why we're here. Because they call.
If they cared, they would fucking get him out of the situation he's in.
I've tried to help him.
He's
I've tried
on
to get. I've
Yo,
tried
your
to,
government fucking takes care of him. That's how good they take care
I've
of him.
tried to get him to go to a shelter. Or
Your
something like that.
taxes pay for this.
Okay.
He's not a drug addict. Like, what the
I never
fuck's
said
wrong
he
with
was
you
a drug. I never
people?
I told them I smoked pot.
Right, he's not a drug. Your taxes pay for him. He doesn't get enough money to fucking live. Your taxes pay for this. It's your fault. You're pushing it.
And if you
It's
and
your
I know
fault.
that sometimes you get emotional.
Huh? It's because you're pushing him. He has no fucking money. Where do you expect him to go?
Because what if something
You're pushing him down the street. You can't. Don't stop moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving until they all have sleep deprivation and they fucking yell at you because they can't sleep. That's what it is. That's what happened. That's what's really happening. The medical problem that's really happening here is you tell people they can't fucking stop until they're delirious, and then you have to hit them over the fucking head with a stick. Yeah.
I have never hit anyone.
Wow.
No, I don't.
I mean, you know, you got friends.
My dad's phone is the trouble.
No, but we figured you knew.
They use
Well,
sticks.
if I happen to see him, I'll stop a picture. I'll call one of the police officers.
I don't have to. I just figured because
I don't give a shit. My life ain't in danger by that.
Oh, you don't have it. You guys don't carry sticks no more. That's right.
I don't, but if I see him, I'll take a picture. I'll show you guys. I will
You don't
take
know
a
where he
picture of
normally
that,
hangs
and
out.
I'll show you guys.
No
You need
clue.
to go to the hospital. You look really cold.
No, I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna be
I mean,
leaving
you're
in a
like
couple
really
hours.
cold. Like.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with him. I haven't seen him in a while.
But you got a place to go tonight?
Yeah, I stay at the Emmanuel
I
house.
don't.
I
I'm
stay at the
considering
Emmanuel
my
house.
options right now.
All right, it's gonna be cold the next few days.
I've been through it before last couple of years.
You know that you can flag us down if you need us.
Yeah, if I need to talk or something.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it. Megan, Alex, thank you. All right,
We'll still move this stuff anyway, but I'll be here tomorrow because I can't allow.
just as long as you don't leave a big mess on the sidewalk, I don't care.
Kevin's back.
I don't think it was a big,
Who's
big
that?
mess. Honestly, I think it was a little mess, not a big, big mess.
Just as long as you don't leave a mess, we're good. Thank
Yeah,
you,
sorry
thank you,
about
thank you.
that. Okay.
All right,
Anyone from you?
I don't want to give you a ticket, my man, and hurt you financially.
Hey, it doesn't hurt
If you
to
can
have a
move
set
your
of
car, I'd
two.
appreciate it. If you leave it here, we'll give you a ticket, but we don't have to do that. If you have a handicap placard in the future, I would suggest you display it so that, because you are in a handicap spot. So what would you like me to do? Would you like me to just let you go, or do you want to
Well,
move your
of
car?
course, the All-American way. Just let us all go.
All right. Do you want one of our cards that has our badge numbers on it?
No, you're pretty cordial and you answered all the questions properly. Let me now, just for the camera, since it's been on this
You
long,
got my good side.
let me ask.
All right.
So, do I need papers for my service animal?
To be honest with you, I'm not going to answer something I don't know. I would look it up. If I need to, I would look it up. If it's something I don't know. I don't know what constitutes a service animal. I think you would need some kind of documentation to prove that it's a service animal. I know there's different levels of service animals. There's emotional support. There's people that have PTSD.
Yeah.
There's people that have been in the military. There's people. There's all different kinds of service animals. Someone that has a service
So
animal
check
might
this
know
out.
more about it.
So check this out in layman's terms. 37% of America is eligible to have a service animal, and the federal law states that any disabled person
Yep.
can train their own dog.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're basically saying anybody can have one, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And
I
that,
have
and
no
so
problem with that.
yeah, but basically, but on the understanding of it, if you get called to say it's a fake service animal, when you show up, that means you're either supposed to give the business a ticket for lying or the person a ticket for having
Well,
a
I
fake
don't think we
service
can
animal.
issue a ticket for lying. I
Well,
wish.
a ticket for
I'd be writing tickets
for-
all day.
not when I say for lying, for saying, for pushing the person to the point where they were uncomfortable in the business.
Okay.
So, in understanding, yeah, if you get
Right,
called,
Alex. Bye, Megan. Hey, if you don't go inside, don't see. This is why I get mad, but it's okay. But
No, I'm gonna go back and clean it. I'm gonna
All
go
right,
back and
all right.
clean it. I just.
all right, make sure you warm up. All right.
if the police gets called to a business for a service dog, the police is supposed to be able to assess whether or not the business could say that this dog wasn't able to be corrected, and then at that point, either the dog would get a ticket, or you would be able to say that the dog the business is being biased and the dog didn't do anything, and you have to warn them at that point of a $75,000 fine. And then at that point, if they're not willing to follow, let them in, and
So Matthew, right?
Yeah.
Would you like me to call you Matthew?
and-
So
and
this is the reason why I have a problem, okay? Because this is what happens. They'll put stuff down, and then it turns into this, and that's why we prohibit that. Also, if you look up city ordinances, there's a city
I
ordinance
didn't
for
say-
blocking, for obstructing.
I
the
didn't
sidewalk.
say right or wrong, but
Well,
that's not the
you-
solution.
No. So
That's
if you
not-
knew why I was even
that's
stopping
not
here,
the
you would have even
solution.
said something to me.
That's
Because when I
not
was
the
really
solution.
stopping them was to talk to them, make sure they were okay, and I had a question for them. But then you interjected and started this whole big
Well,
thing.
I waited till you was being a little pushy, and then I was like, "Oh, let me turn the camera on."
My camera's been on the whole since I got out of the car. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I
But
started.
listen, I hope you know by now, by this interaction, that this is how I treat people on a daily basis, whether a camera's on or not.
No, I know, I
So-
believe it. Most of you do.
So I just
People
want you
think
to
that
know
I only antagonize cops to
No,
fucking
I don't
wanted to
think
beat
that
me
at
with a
all.
stick. You know what I mean?
I don't think that at all. But I do think you should stand back and wait and see why the police are even there before you make an assumption, because you really didn't even know why I was stopping here. I was actually stopping to talk to them because the other day, 2 days ago, we had a felony assault occur here, and I know they know the people that did it. So that's why I was stopping to talk to them.
Yeah, but this is important. And this
And I'll look
says
that up.
when you read this, hey, when you read this all the way through,
Mhm.
it says you don't have the right to tell us to move off the sidewalk.
Okay. Well, I'll look that up and I'll compare that
In
to
layman's
the I'll
terms.
look that up and I'll look that
You
up.
know what the
to-
problem with this is?
Go ahead.
Even when you look it up, the problem is after
Thank you, Megan.
after what 10 years this has been on the ballot, nobody's enforced this.
So I'll look it up.
Nobody's enforced it.
Listen, Matthew, I promise you, I will look that up and I will compare it to some of our city
That's the
ordinances.
problem.
And I'll see, where we can
Well,
stand legally with
If
that.
if
But-
you get called for a complaint
Mhm.
and you're not investigating that crime, you ask me to leave because of their opinion. It doesn't matter to say it doesn't matter to say, oh, and they can ask anybody to leave. That's discrimination if they don't have a reasonable explanation. And if you guys aren't going to deal with that, some real shit has to change. You
So,
can't just tell people to
let me
leave,
ask you
man.
this, based off our interaction today, do you think I handled what I handled correctly or incorrectly?
I don't think you should tell people to get off the sidewalk.
Well, I did everything in the
No.
in the legal.
I think
from a legal aspect, I did
think-
everything I could.
I think if you wanted them to get off the sidewalk, you should have brought them fucking dinner, bro.
you know,
Then they would have got up because they had something to eat, something to get away from.
And I've never bought anybody dinner.
I didn't
I've
say
never
that.
bought
I
anybody
didn't
a
say that.
coffee. You don't
And
know
I'm not
any-
saying it like it should come out of your pocket, but
I do.
what I am
do,
saying
though.
it,
That's what
what
you
I
don't
am
know.
saying it like
do.
is it should come out of this. You're,
I understand.
bro,
You have a problem with the system.
bro, you got people that are, and you know they're way above you, and they have no fucking clue telling you what to do, and you say, okay, I'll do it, and you know it's not the solution.
Well,
The real
I'll
solution.
tell you this. This is
If-
how I police.
If
I
America,
police,
look, if America is going to solve this problem, right?
Yep.
You're here dealing with it. You're going to have a real solution.
This is how I police. I just wanted to explain something to you really
Yep.
quick. I police like this. I treat people in the
Four guys that you turn their head for,
I treat people in the street.
you're just as bad as
Everybody,
them.
you're not even listening. That's your problem. You have a listening problem. I listen to you the whole time. Okay. I treat people the way I would want to be treated, or I would want my family to be treated. Okay, that's how I treat them. That's why they have a good rapport.
Most people do.
Okay, and what do? They move for me, right?
I
They
mean,
cleaned
the
up
wise
their
guys
mess.
do
They
too.
cleaned up their mess for me, right? So the funny thing is like, could I write you a ticket? Yes. Am I? No, because I don't want to. I don't want to hurt you financially. There's no point. That's not going to do me any good. But I would like you to move your illegally parked car. And I'm glad that we had a decent interaction and it didn't turn ugly. Okay. And take care of your dog. Obviously, you're good. But I'm good with you if you're good with me. So do you need anything else from me? You got my badge number.
I mean, if you guys got a hotel room, because they're saying like you guys got 4.3 million for
if I had
to house
4.3
homeless people.
million,
I didn't get
wouldn't
one.
be standing here right now. I'd be in Florida.
I didn't get one of those houses.
So.
Everybody else got all these hotels. I didn't get one.
Neither did I. So.
I heard they're nasty.
Are we good? Would you like a card with our badge numbers on it?
No, I'm good, man. You've been more cordial than most.
All right.
It's for making videos. It's hard to get that.
Okay. All right. So Matthew, we're good. I just asked that you move your vehicle, and we're
Yeah.
good. You can stay in the area. You just have to park in a non-handicapped spot.
I was gonna go to the next one over. Yep.
That's fine. Thank you, Matthew.
Yep.
All right.
You don't know whose building this is?
I don't. I don't know.
It's your governor.
I don't know.
It's the governor's building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I do know who sidewalk is.
The governor's trash.
So, all right. Take care, Matthew. All right. Take
Yeah.
care of the dog.